Hello everyone, I'm Gurnex and I'm back to Adventurecraft. Oh, that's weird. Why am I back in Adventurecraft? I actually made a little bit of update. I went back to the map that I made 3 years ago. I realized that it was an anniversary and you guys perhaps wanted to remember how it all was. And it's good memories for me as well. I mean, I've spent so much time of making the map, and I made it once, I remade the map, and this is how it looks now. For new people who never played it, now they have an opportunity to download the Adventurecraft. Everything is in the description. All the files that you will need to play the map. So you will have no troubles remembering how it feels like or trying it out for the first time. This is basically the how it all began, and just try to went back and try out how this RPG stuff works. This is basically a skill list, and there are like 12 skills. I think 15, yeah, I think 15. And I think the same amount of achievements. Anyways, this Mr. Fable, he's gonna tell you everything is being destroyed. The village is destroyed by creepers. There's one creeper that will kill you, but won't actually kill you. And there's me talking to you and saying what you should do. So I'm gonna go through a tutorial. I think I did this kind of video before, and I just wanna see how this stuff have changed, you know. And that's how it have changed. I didn't change a lot of stuff. I just changed the mechanics. I really wanted to get back and see how the code looks like, because I felt like, oh, I can really now change the code because I know so many things. And it was really fun to play around, but I want to stop doing that. Like, even though I could like fix the whole map and fix the ending as well, I don't really feel like doing that because it would be a waste of time, kind of. Because I just wanted to fix the whole sandbox element. You'll see later. But basically you try to rebuild the village and try to get your skill level ups and everything, get better at what you do and the way you make money and such. So here I am. I got the book out of this thing, and now I have ability to craft items. Now if I press E, I can choose from 6 items. What I have to do is craft a sword, a wooden sword, and then fix it because it has a random chance of giving random durability. The better you get at crafting, the better sword you're gonna get, obviously. Added this wood over here so you would get the wood, you know. You would know how to cut the tree or whatever. Just an opportunity for wood cutting. Basically whatever you used, you won't need to use it again. Except for the sword. There's a reason why I didn't just took the sword from you. There's a zombie right here. And now we're gonna move on to this mechanic that I also fixed a little bit. This is a furnace, this is an oven, and basically this is ores. You have to crumble ores to get pure ores, but in the way that my spawned engine will work, you will already be crumbling ores, obviously, with your pickaxe, because you're gonna get dust, and the dust will basically gonna be collected in these pure ores. But here you're gonna get blocks and you're just gonna crumble them yourself. This is how it's gonna work here. it works here, but the dust mechanic is really awesome. And there is one more mechanic that I will add. It's gonna be cool. Okay, so you heat up the furnace with the coal, and then you put iron ore to smelt. And basically you can actually wait now, and waiting would actually make stuff go faster. And I gave players spatula so they could take out whatever is cooking, whatever is smelting or whatever. So my goal right now is just to get one iron bar or ingot and exchange it with this meat. So whenever it reaches the right spot, I should take out the ingot, or it would smelt back into the shape of an ore. So I don't want that to happen. I'm not sure about the mechanic though. How will I manage that? That you can overcook or everything, you know. You have to cook it the right amount and it will be cooked, or if you wait for too long it will be overcooked. You will burn the meat. You will burn the meat to ashes, but it's gonna be a bit better in the engine that there's gonna be a burnt meat as well. Okay, now I'll put here, and I open the cage for the zombie. It's fairly easy to kill him, but he actually took a lot of health from me. Yeah, I love swinging a sword. Anyways, and the music, yeah, the music is pretty loud and annoying sometimes because it's repetitive, but kinda like it anyways. The next mechanic, yeah, did I miss anything? I don't think so. I mean, I completed the task, so I guess I didn't. The next mechanic, you're gonna get a lot of seeds. I mean, you don't have to do this, but it's pretty fun to play around. So you can plant it anywhere here. And the way that the gardening works, this is basically gardening. You just pour some water and try to have the water level up to 50. Not too much, not too low, just like the furnace works, basically. Just try to not overheat, not over pour water. How would that be called that you use too much water on the plant? Not sure, but I know it's bad. And what you're gonna try to do is basically raise their true health bars. As you can see, if the black one or the darker one reaches faster than the lighter one, then your spore, the flower spore that you were trying to grow, is going to basically go bad or something. Gonna go dry out into a bush, into a dead bush. So I'll wait, because it works for the flowers as well. See what happens. Okay, I'll have to wait a little bit longer. I need to pour some more water to make sure it grows, and I just leave 2 flowers to show what's gonna happen if I won't pour enough water. Should do the same for pouring too much water, but anyways, you can find that out by yourself. So I increased my gardening to level 3. It's pretty neat, you know, the RPG stuff. And you can harvest it as well. There's no use of harvesting it anyways, but the difference of growing plants here and on the netherrack, you're gonna get the same flower all the times. You're gonna get this the cursive nether it's called, and when you're gonna grow on grass you're just gonna get a random flower. And it doesn't matter what gardening level you have, you just gonna have a random flower. It's not too balanced, you know. Of course it's gonna be different in the engine, a lot different. The gardening is gonna be crazy, just like alchemy, just like everything else, just a lot better. Basically, you know, this is Adventurecraft. There's not a lot of depth available, but just wait and watch what's gonna happen next. So there's a fishing mechanic introduced. Just gonna wait, throw a net on the water, it's gonna turn into a net block, and you can take the net with the fishing hook, and you have the basic fish, what is shrimps. It was inspired by RuneScape, obviously. Okay, so the next thing, we move on, and this is one of the most confusing ones besides the furnace. People were like stuck in this place, as I remember. Anyways, you just have to use the painting on top of the crafting table. It's so simple. I mean, yeah, it's so simple it's complicated. You would expect, you know, to paint a painting or something, because that's what you have to get, but yeah, you just use a palette and it just crafts a painting that way. There's no other way of crafting a painting. And here, it used to, in Minecraft, you couldn't be able to sprint. So after 1.8 update, I think, you were able to sprint there, and it changed the game completely. But I added the sprinting as well. So now with the control button, after I throw away all the garbage, because I need the weight to come off, as you can see, there's weight right here, and by keeping it 0 you can jump pretty high and run pretty fast. So make sure to have this in mind. And now I'll take the shears. This is just like mining mechanic that I went through before. It's nothing unusual. But you can get apples sometimes. That's pretty good. Just like from the regular trees, huh? Anyways, here you're gonna get a recipe book, and you're gonna get ability to craft food as well. Since this update I've changed, so you wouldn't have to carry around the books. And this last mechanic, you're gonna get a few seeds and a hoe. You're gonna get a bucket, and what you have to do is to grow wheat and harvest it and make some bread. So I'll just run through this. I need to harvest the flowers. Okay, so I would have more space for the seeds to grow. I think I will only need 3 farmlands or whatever, farm blocks. Oh, and actually turn into dirt, like good old days, huh? Come on. Now I'll just put the seeds on. Oh, the bucket. Why do I have a bucket? Well, let's get our stuff back, because it's pretty essential. I want my watering can back, because I need to water my wheat to grow faster. Just like this thing, the way that I grow wheat, like that was the first thing I ever added, I think. Like the gardening was the first thing I ever added to the map as my first awesome mechanic. That was pretty cool. And then the furnace thing, which I call firepower upgrade or whatever. And then the fishing one. Yeah, the fishing one was the first one. Then I went for the gardening and then for the firepower. Maybe firepower first. I mean second. I know the fishing one was first. Anyways, I could actually check it out right now. But it doesn't really matter, I would say. So now I'll just harvest this with my wooden cycle. And yeah, you know how to repair things. The way that it's gonna be repaired in the future in the engine, that you will lose durability. You will be able to use, you know, wood to regain durability of the item, you know, to patch it up or anything. But whenever you use the raw a sword or whatever there is you're repairing, you're gonna lose maximum durability, but you're gonna repair the durability, you know. Let's say this watering, I mean shears have 1 durability and 10 maximum durability. You're gonna fix it up a bit, you're gonna have like full 8 out of 8 durability instead of 10, that sort of thing. And this mechanic comes from actual really awesome RPG. It's more like a dungeon crawler than RPG, but it's like a mix up of dungeon crawler and Oblivion or something. It's really in-depth. I really recommend playing this, and it's called Arx Fatalis. I actually mentioned it before, I think, in my videos, that I want to remake the map. I mean, I call games maps, it doesn't really matter, but basically I want to recreate the game in my own engine because it's so good. It's like so awesome. And yeah, I got the repair mechanic from that game, at least idea of it, and really exciting stuff. Of course I'm gonna add the ability to use some wood to repair the durability, not to just destroy the item completely like that. So yeah, you'll be able to fix your items a bit more interestingly or whatever. How's that word? I don't remember. English is so nasty with their words. Anyways, I got a lot of wheat. I got enough wheat to make a bread. And it's a bit different how you make bread. You actually need wheat to make flour, and you need water to make the what a doth. I cannot even pronounce it yet. Doth. Is that right? Anyways, you make that thing and you put it into the furnace. You will need some leaves for that. At least leaves. I'll put some more leaves into it. Yeah, I came back to the code and I found a lot of mess. I could have made it a lot better job. But now with the engine, I will be able to do it. Like, I'm so proud after 1 year to come back and to see how much it has changed. Well, oh man, I'll need so many leaves. Okay, come on, give me those leaves. And of course, in the engine, when you're gonna destroy things, it will depend on the hardness level, as it already is. So what you won't break tools that fast, but it's just the way this map works. You're breaking stuff fast, you're getting back to repair them and stuff like that. I'm glad I got a stick and said that I cannot burn saplings. Yeah, but you can still replant them in this map. There are a lot of blocks that you cannot place, but still can replant the saplings. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff you can't do. You cannot destroy the wood here. But you will be able to destroy wood in the areas, and I will show everything here, like everything. Okay. Yeah, I need to cook my bread. Come on, give me those leaves. Still glad I... Wait, didn't I burn that? Whew! Oh, yeah, that was close. Ah, I'm so glad I did this. Anyways, bam. And I'm gonna go and clean up my inventory. I made it! Whee! Anyways, now you have to choose the tool, and for some reason most of the people choose fishing rod. It's like the first thing you do in the very first version of the map that I released. You get a fishing rod, and in the first area you just fish, and it takes a lot of time. I mean, I don't really like fishing rod because it's so boring. I'm just gonna pick shears because they are durable. But you can also use your hand, which is also very durable. It's indestructible actually. It looks really weird in the third perspective. You are holding a hand. Good for you. But here you actually wearing a glove, which is also an implementation of Adventurecraft. It's not my thing, but I use it because it's less glitchy that way. What could I use to actually show that? I think flour will be a good example. No, flour won't be a good example. What could I use? What could I use? Yeah, an apple. Exactly. Because the custom items, if you use custom items on things like doors or buttons, I think, or those shop blocks where I got items from in the tutorial, if you know what I mean, you know, the blocks that held the axe, the books and everything, where I traded in my bread. If I use my custom items, and apple is one of them, see what happens. Like every tick, it's a glitch for Adventurecraft, and I couldn't fix it manually with the scripts. But yeah, I hope you understand how awesome Adventurecraft is. I really want you to, you know, play around with it and use my map for it, as it's sandbox plus RPG. You're gonna spend a lot of time in this place. And this is my first level up. Pretty happy, you know, hands up in the air, even though it's a glitch. Man, it looks fun. Anyways, I will get more energy because energy is the thing here. Energy is the beast of the sandbox. Yeah, and unarmed is getting up real fast. I really love unarmed, but the problem with unarmed, I balanced it so that the least energy you have, the least power you have on the blocks, the less damage you do with the hand. So if I would have like 50% of energy, I would do like 50% of the damage. And it's really annoying. It has to be annoying because you're still using the tools and going back and forth to repair them. So while using a hand, there has to be something annoying with that. So you have to always wait to regain your energy. And it doesn't matter with the tools, whether you have more energy or less, it's still the same amount of damage. And also, I'm gonna cheat a little bit. Or shouldn't I? Maybe I shouldn't. Like, leave the spoilers for you to find out yourself. The game is a little bit glitchy and laggy. But it's still playable. I mean, the RPG elements are all intact, I would say. But this thing right here is a region board. I would call it area board because I called it them areas. And whatever you choose, whatever area you choose, basically this whole thing, this chunk of chunks and stuff, can be replaced by other chunks, like other biomes and everything. So I encourage you to find out that by yourself, and this is one of the other things you will have to find out by yourself. You will be able to rebuild houses and stuff. It's pretty cool. But you will have to get materials, and to get materials you will have to trade materials. And the bad thing about this is that it takes a long time to get those materials going, because the shopkeeper or the trading traveler that comes and goes every so often. If I could see the sun for a bit, basically whenever sun reaches the top and a bit lower than the top, then the merchant comes. And I encourage you to press F all the times because it reduces lag when the chunks are reloaded. Yeah, the Adventurecraft is really fucked up with the optimization, but blame old Minecraft for that. You cannot blame new Minecraft because, wow, they made a really good progress with the optimizing. They actually hide the caves, like I always wanted to hide those caves. Why do you render those caves, you pieces of shit? And now they did it. Congratulations, Mojang. You did it. Anyways, I'm gonna wait it out and show you the last mechanic that I'm really proud of, and it is a shop. Also, waiting mechanic is pretty awesome. You can choose how much time you want to wait, and you can actually skip forward. Oh, bam. Damn it, it lagged. Okay, I'll set up 2 hours. I'll wait 1 hour and skip 1 hour because I waited for too long. Anyways, whatever. So here's my clerk, the traveling merchant, and he will show some empathy for destroyed village and that Mr. Fable died, sort of. He's still alive, right? He's still freaking alive. Yep, still alive. Let's assume he's a ghost or something, because it would make more sense that way. So yeah, what I talked about are materials, and you're gonna get 7 planks out of a lot. Like twice as more that you need to make a single upgrade. And they cost a lot of money. You will have a long day buying the planks and selling your materials, all the junk that you collect, basically. But it's really fun. The more you buy, the more stuff you buy from him, the more he will get of that thing. And you can also invest, so he could always, if you choose, if you want to get more planks, you can always invest a few coins and just basically tell him, okay, I need you to have these coins and I need you to buy some more planks. But also, if you sell him a lot of stuff, he'll resell them somewhere else and he'll come back empty-handed, basically. I mean, he will sell all the junk, all the leaves, all the sticks. Not all of them, because, well, it's profitable for him to carry a few, for it to make it cheaper for you to sell them, because the more a shopkeeper has this of the same item, the cheaper it gets. Just like in RuneScape. Yeah, there's so many mechanics out of all the games I've played, and there's so many more mechanics to combine. I was looking into what's going to be the crafting mechanic, and it's going to be similar to Minecraft, but it's also going to be a lot more expensive than Minecraft's crafting system. Basically, there's so many crafting systems around, like you can combine them into a really awesome one, and hopefully I'll be able to do that efficiently. That's what I'll be working on. Like, there's so many mechanics to add, so many things to just pour into one game. It was not possible in the past, like, that's why Minecraft appeared, because you're able to pour in the mechanics now, and to actually make a world which is 3D and makes sense. It's all customizable. Man, it's so sweet. Anyways, that's about it. Happy 3-year anniversary, because this map is 3 years old, and because a few people wanted to play this again, why not encourage every one of you, just try it out and see how these mechanics work out for you. Also, I didn't introduce mining, but basically you can destroy everything here except wood again. The first thing, like, I got a comment that you can destroy the wood and basically get enough wood for the upgrades just by destroying the wood from the houses that you build anyways. Basically you destroy the house and you rebuild the house. Such a mess. And I got a few achievements, but I didn't want to add. Of course I wanted to add a few achievements, but I don't think it's worth it. I mean, it would be nice, but yeah, it's time consuming like hell. Because I would have to playtest the map and see what kind of achievements I would want to add. Yeah, it's kind of a big deal. I'm thinking of next year that this map, I will no longer come back to this map, but rather come back to the Unity and present this map in my engine as the first or whatever. I don't think it's gonna be the first map, because it takes a long time to like put all the mechanics, and you know, the mechanics from the Minecraft itself, and the walking actually works here. I don't have to remake it. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff to play around with, so I just wanted to make it a bit less glitchy, fix a few bugs, and I think it's playable now. So try it out, and I see you guys hopefully next week, because I freaking broke the promise once more. Who could have known? Who could have known? See you guys later.